All right. Good morning, guys. I'm glad you joined me on a Wednesday morning here for civics class. This is the final one this year, so I appreciate you guys coming in. I spelled downloaded wrong here. Anyways, the document that you guys need for today, for those of you that just joined in, if you go into your EDSB class, you'll see here that I'm on the 6th period civics class. It is right here. When you download this, you're going to get this document that I'm looking at right here. You're going to need that to participate in the breakout rooms today. Again, just really quickly going over the rules. You guys should know this. We've done this quite a bit. No profile pictures. Please display your full name. Just be respectful. Use appropriate language. And then remember, when you're in the breakout rooms, you need to participate. What we're going to do today, and we did this the last time, you guys have a quiz. Robbie, when is your last quiz in this class occurring?
Friday.
Which one?
Friday.
Friday. And the quiz will be from, and you can see it on here, will be this Friday, May 22nd at 11 a.m. And it'll be the last graded assignment of the year. And again, it's on Socrative, just like they've all been. So you guys know how to do that. It's going to be 10 questions, multiple choice. And what we're going to do today is we're going to just kind of practice a little bit. So what you're going to see in this PowerPoint or slide presentation are a bunch of questions that are going to mimic what you guys are going to see on your last quiz. We're going to do one together so I can show you how to do it. And then you guys are going to be put into breakout rooms where you guys can help each other and get through the assignment, and then you're done. So what we're going to do, look here for the directions. Dylan, since you're not on mute, can you read the directions for us, please?
For each question, select the best answer and tell me why it is correct or why the other answers are wrong. You may type your responses directly into the submit button on EDSB.
All right, so here's what that means. On your end, you guys go on to EDSB, you'll see this right here. And again, I have the same instructions that Dylan just read for us. And thank you, Dylan, I appreciate it. On your end, you have a blue button that says submit. When you click on that, again, we've done this a lot, a box like this comes up. And what you're going to do is you're just going to type your answers right here. So if number one happens to be A, if A is the answer, you would type A. But then, Dylan, what's the second part that I want you to do? Besides just giving the answer or the correct letter.
Oh, well, it says with a brief explanation.
Okay, so you would put A is the answer because, and whatever the answer, or whatever the reasoning may be. What else can you do besides putting why it is the correct answer? You guys want to read right here? Reagan, can you read this? Or Nate Fields, I see your hand went up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So it says you can give an explanation why the other answers are wrong.
Yeah, so you can, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do. You can give me, hey, the reason this is the correct answer is because blah, 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 blah. Or you can say the reason this is the right answer is because blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense to you guys? Does anybody have any questions about that? And again, this is the exact same thing that we did last time when we did one of these. So we're going to do one together. I'm just going to pick on slide 4 here. And so we're going to do this one together. Can I have a volunteer? You can either just jump in or raise your hand to read the question for us, please. Nate, I saw your hand shoot up real quick.
Me? Again?
I saw your hand go up.
Okay. The United States has a federal form of government which is following the best supports this concept.
Okay, and then we have 4 answers here. So we got to think, what is a federal system as opposed to a confederal system or a unitary system? We learned this last week. So here are your choices. A, there are 2 parts to the national legislature. B, there are 10 items in the Bill of Rights. C, there are amendments to the US Constitution. Or D, there are 50 state governments and 1 national government. Jason, I see your hand up. Do you know the answer?
Yeah, I said it was D.
Okay, why is that, you're correct. Why is that the correct answer? Why is it D?
Because with federal government, it's like there's one big government and then it shrinks down into smaller, more local governments.
Perfect. So on your answer, so if you guys look right here, this is the way you would word your answer to me. You would put D. Because, and then we're going to put what Jason said. Jason, can you kind of repeat what you said?
Hopefully.
Or reword it? Because in a federal...
Because in a federal system, and there is one national government that shrinks into more local governments.
We call those local government states, right?
Yeah.
There you go. You could also put, well, it can't be B because the Bill of Rights has nothing to do with a system of government. You could put, well, it can't be A because for really the same reason. All right. Did everybody get that? Did anybody have any questions or maybe not understand why that was the correct answer?
I didn't finish getting it down. Could you just go back, please?
There you go. You see it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then what I would appreciate when you guys submit this to me, like skip a space, just because it makes it a little easier for me to read when I go in to grade it.
But if I do it on a Word document?
That's fine. Yeah. Doesn't matter. As long as I can read it and open it. All right. So here's your job, guys. If you look on here. So we did number 1. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? Your job in your breakout rooms, you're going to work on these together. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Again, I'm going to be jumping around from breakout room to breakout room to check on you guys, make sure you're working. When you finish, you can submit your work and you are free to go at that point. Okay? And if you have any questions, you guys just ask, let me know, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and open up all the rooms. So if you guys will kindly join those, I would appreciate it. All right, you guys that are still here on the main page, you can just work from the main page because you guys came in late. So Carlos, Callie, Jeff, Jordan, Casey, can you guys all unmute yourselves? Please. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what's going on?
No.
Okay,
We're doing the practice test.
I'm sorry?
We're doing the practice test and typing our answers on a Word document.
Right. Why were you guys all so late?
I got distracted doing math.
Oh, okay. All right, so for those of you that just hopped in, Callie, you guys
Sorry.
right here, the document that you need is right here on Edsby. You guys see it? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you download this document and it looks like this. We did the first one together as a class. We've done these before. What you're then gonna do, if you look here on Edsby, right above where the practice quiz is, has the instructions. On your end, you're gonna see a little button that says submit. And you can type your answers right there. And the way that you do it, you give me the correct answer, but then you explain to me why it is the correct answer. And I did the first one for you guys, which is right here, if you want to look at that. Or you can put why it is the wrong answer. Either way works. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you sure? Carlos, you need to unmute yourself, buddy.
Wait, for the second one, aren't a republican or representative democracy the exact same thing?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Wait, then which one do we put?
Well, let's look at it. Well, they're both wrong answers. Because it says, what would John Locke most oppose? What would he be against? If he's saying that people have the right to run the country and that unjust rulers can be forced from power, what would he be against? Casey? What was it?
I was writing it, sorry.
It's okay. What would the answer
Dictatorship?
be?
Nana. It's a royal
He would be most.
What's up, guys?
Hi,
Guys, you need to unmute yourselves.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Riley, Nathan. Thank you.
Well, my mic was muted, but
All right. So what do you mean you don't know what's going on?
Well, I thought that was just a me problem, so I was gonna ask you if you could hear them, because I was trying.
They had themselves muted. Guys, you are not supposed to be muted. You're participating. Okay?
All right.
Okay, so look here. So let's do the next one together. Can you guys look up and look at my screen?
Yes. We see it.
Riley, can you read what it says right here, please?
Ideas of John Locke. Rulers receive the right to govern from the people. Unjust rulers can be forced from power. Based on the quotation above, which form of government would John Locke most oppose?
So what type of government that you see here is the opposite of what he's saying here?
B, dictatorship.
Why?
Because normally
Right.
dictators can be forced from office and they don't govern from the people.
Is John Locke saying that people have rights?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you guys remember from like way back in the beginning of the year, what was he kind of credited with coming up with? You're born with them.
Natural rights.
Natural rights.
Yeah, he's the guy that thought up the whole life, liberty, property thing. So if he's the guy who thought that up, what type of government would he be dead set against? Well, the answer is dictatorship. So on your paper, what would that answer look like? You put B and then what?
B, because in a dictatorship, the people don't get power.
Perfect. Does that make sense? I spelled power wrong. Are you guys cool with that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hop around to some of the other rooms. If I come back in here, please do not be on mute.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I see 3 kids on mute. Why?
I don't know.
Robbie, unmute. Shayna, unmute.
I said something and no one answered.
Robbie, unmute your computer, buddy.
I don't think he's there.
All right, so we'll just put him in another room. But okay, well, while we're waiting for him, what number are we on, guys?
I'm on 4.
I'm on 3.
Okay, do you see the problem? The whole point of being in this room is for you guys to work together and to help each other. So Shayna, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Shayna, will you read the question, please?
Which of these statements about a unitary form of government is correct?
Okay, so what is a unitary form of government? What does that mean? What does uni mean?
Like,
Not like one.
One, which means you don't break your country up into what?
groups.
You don't break it up into groups. So look at the 4 statements here. What statement kind of fits that?
Uh,
Oh,
In a unitary system, is the central government created by local governments?
D.
What did you say?
D.
Yeah, D.
That's what I had.
The only thing local governments are allowed to do in a unitary system is what the national government tells them they can do. Because remember, in a unitary system, you have a big, powerful national government and really no states or local governments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Guys, keep at it, help each other, and I'll come check on you in a minute.
All right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Both systems of government typically A, can elect new leadership by voting in election.
I think they got it wrong. That's not it. A,
have
no.
greater freedoms
B, no.
than citizens in democracies.
It's D.
C,
It's D.
can
It has to
amend-
be D.
Yeah.
That's. I was like, bruh.
Mr. Bell.
I was like, are you serious? Like, how do you have a dictatorship, but we can elect a new one? Totally.
Wait, I kind of.
Why would we have a constitution?
Can y'all help
Why
me
would we
real
have
quick?
a? Good job, Ray. It
Okay,
kills me.
guys, stop talking.
Can y'all help me real quick? I kind of zoned out.
Which one are you on?
I'm on number 4.
Okay, number
Number
4
4
is
D.
Is D, and then we're working on the
Who's in the
because.
meeting? Hi,
What?
Mr. Mellum.
I'm just listening to you guys.
Is D because why?
D would be let me check.
Are you talking about the one that says one-way absolute monarchies are similar to dictatorships? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because wait, which one should we do? Like telling why the others are wrong? Well, I could say the others are wrong because they all are like. That is
So what did you guys say?
Democracy.
Why did you guys say D is the correct answer?
Yeah, wouldn't it be like?
Because
It
none
is
of
the
the
correct
other
answer.
ones, the citizens have any power.
In a monarchy, in an absolute monarchy, can the citizens vote and change their government?
No.
No.
It's because the government.
Power. Hold on. The king has power, and then who's going to be the next king?
They're
whoever the first king elects.
Okay. And then in a dictatorship, how does somebody achieve power?
By voting.
By voting. No, by voting. I want
Just
to
kind
vote
of,
for the
they
dictator.
just kind of say mine. You know, they can't just take it.
They kind of take it. So if you're living in one of those systems and you don't want the leadership to be there any longer, what do you have to do?
Move out.
Take it by force.
Take it by force.
Take it by force. So the answer is D, because those systems of government, they don't allow voting. The only way to change your government is to overthrow it. Does that make sense?
Systems of government
Wait, those systems of government what
do
now?
not allow
Because those systems of government don't allow.
Mr. Mellum.
Yeah, what's up?
What'd you get for number 3?
What did I get?
Or what's the answer for number?
I wrote the thing, so let me see what I got. Hold on one second. So when you're talking about number 3, you mean this one?
Yeah. Wait, I can't see it.
Let's ask Carlos, are you there? No, I'm just gonna do that. Not responding. It says, which of these statements about a unitary form of government is correct? So the first thing we need to know is, what the heck is a unitary form of government?
Yeah.
You guys know what that is?
No.
Leah, Jeff?
They don't like answering.
Oh, okay. So let's look up here. Let's get a definition, right? Can you read right here?
Yeah.
What's it say?
System of political. Right?
A system of political, keep going.
Organization in which most of the governing power resides in a centralized government.
Stop right there. So most power is with the national government. The national government runs everything in a unitary system. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the answers. A says the central government is created by the local governments. Does that make sense for a unitary system of government, that the central government gets its power from the local governments?
Kinda.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay. B, the central government has no judicial authority. That doesn't make any sense. C, local governments can veto legislation. Again, a unitary system is when the national government has most of the power. So in a unitary system, do the local governments have really any authority?
No.
No, they don't. So that means the answer has to be D.
Yep. Yes, I did.
I am two left, thank you. Oh, yeah. And why was it D?
Because the reason it's D is because in all of the other ones, it's saying the national government gets its power from the local governments, which is completely the opposite of what a unitary system is.
Does that make sense? No? Okay. Let's go. And this one. Wait, how many are there? Let's count, because I thought there were 10. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's only 9. Sorry. All right, last one. Bonus.
Number.
Oh, hang on. I haven't looked at it. Give me 1 second.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Mellum.
Josh, did you have a question?
Yeah, we had a question on number 3, but then Peyton found it.
Peyton's a smart.
I am a smart.
It's this one?
Yeah, number 3.
What did you guys put?
We put D.
Yeah.
Yay. And now we're almost done.
You guys do this one?
Yeah, we're on
What
number
did you get
9.
home? I'm just checking your work. What did you guys put on this one?
Is that 4?
Yeah, it says absolute monarchy similar to dictatorships.
Oh, D.
Yeah, the only way that you can get out of an absolute monarchy or dictatorship is if you overthrow the government. What about this one?
We got D also.
Yep. How about here?
C.
I didn't realize it was so small. Yeah, we have a republic. These aren't hard, right?
Yeah.
How about this one?
A.
Okay.
Also A.
That is not correct.
Oh wait, is that the red cross one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. We didn't. Yeah.
A is not the correct answer. So one of the things that the Red Cross does, they're a non-government organization. They are not involved in politics at all whatsoever. What they do is they go to war zones and they help people on both sides. Their entire thing, their entire philosophy is we're going to treat as many victims as possible. Does that make sense? So if we know it's not A, because they're not involved in the politics at all, are they going to try military leaders for war crimes?
Yep.
No.
No, that's not what they do. So you only have two answers here. And again, their whole thing is like making sure that people are healthy, essentially. So which one of those?
C?
Which one?
C?
C, yeah. They would go to, you guys know what a prisoner of war camp is? Yes, no?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Kind of.
Let me, actually, before I share it, let me, POW, I don't want to have any really bad pictures here. All right, yeah, I can share this. You guys looking?
Yeah.
All right, this is a POW camp. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
What does POW mean?
Prisoner of war.
Prisoner of war. So this looks like it's maybe the Korean War. So these were enemy soldiers that were captured during battle. Why would the Red Cross want to go into this camp to visit these prisoners, to make sure what?
They stayed healthy.
Yeah. Are there rules for how you have to treat your prisoners during war?
Yeah.
Yes, or are we allowed to torture them and just shoot them?
No.
No.
No, you're not at all. It's illegal. So the Red Cross, Red Crescent Society would go into this camp to make sure that the prisoners are what? Like what sort of things do you think they would look for?
They have like enough food, water.
Okay, they're being fed. They have water. What else?
Like, I don't know, maybe like a place they can like stay.
Yeah. Do they have a bed? Do they have blankets? Are they out in the freezing cold? Are they being used as slave labor? That was a problem during World War II. Do you guys ever learn about the concentration camps in World War II?
Yeah.
The Nazis would capture enemy soldiers and basically force them to work. After World War II, all these countries banded together and decided, look, even if we fight each other, we all agree to not torture prisoners. That's one of the reasons why the Red Cross exists. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go check on some other breakout rooms and leave you guys to it. When you guys are finished, you can just upload your work and you're good to go.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Did you get is that all of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Robbie, he was doing something.
I was in the bathroom.
Oh, great. Good to know.
Yes, thank you.
Which one are we on?
We finished pretty much.
We finished, yeah.
Did you want me to go over them with you to make sure you have the right answers?
Sure.
It couldn't hurt to help.
You what?
It couldn't hurt to help.
Yeah, why not? I'm just going to run through them. You tell me your answers, okay?
All right.
We did this one together, didn't we?
Yes, we got the first one.
So the third one, Unitary, what is the answer here? What did you guys come up with?
D.
D is correct. Absolute monarchies and dictatorships, how are they similar?
Is that number 4?
Yes.
Yes.
D.
D, good. Excellent. Number 5.
D.
D, good, thank you. Number 6.
B.
We have a monarchy in the US.
Well, it said like the most similar, it said. Like related to.
But what, isn't a monarchy a king?
Yes.
Well, but wouldn't it kind of be like having a president?
No. So let's look at these again. So the question is, which type of government listed in this chart best describes the government established by the US Constitution? How do we get our leaders in this country?
We elect them.
We elect them. Look at these 4 types of government. Which one is officials are elected?
C.
Yeah, a republic. And we do not have a monarchy. Even the president is an elected official, isn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I just saw it's like best related to, like not meaning that we have that, and I was
It
just
meant
like,
exactly like which one we have. So you guys know when you had to do the Pledge of Allegiance in school?
mm-hmm.
You know the words to it, don't you?
Yeah.
What are the words?
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for
Not
which
right
it
there. What did
stands.
you just say?
To the Republic.
There you go. We have a republic, which is the same thing as a representative democracy. That's what we do.
Oh,
Right?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Guys, go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll be done in a few minutes.
At least one of these answers.
Guys have a question?
Yeah.
What's up? I saw messages from you guys.
Messages. We need help on the last one.
Okay. Let me pull up my screen. NATO, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which of these statements describes how the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, and the United Nations are similar? So the first thing that we have to do before we answer this, what the heck is a NATO and what's a United Nations? Where can I find that information?
Oh, it's in the notes.
It's in the notes that you guys did last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can look there, or, I don't know if you realize this, you guys have the power of the interwebs. And you could just search United Nations. Abby, what's the United Nations?
An intergovernmental, is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Organization that aims to maintain international peace and security.
Stop right there. So it's an organization, and its main goal is to maintain what?
Peace.
Peace and security. And there's a bunch of countries that are members. The headquarters of the United Nations is in New York City. You can actually go visit. So you see the building here, and what's outside the front of the building?
Flags.
Flags of what? Pokemon?
All the countries.
Countries.
All the different countries. And they had this thing called a General Assembly.
Wait, I've been there.
Look at this. What does it look like?
It looks like the jury thing.
A courtroom?
Yeah.
Does it look like maybe like the House of Representatives?
Oh, that's what I meant.
Doesn't it? So what do you think goes on here? What do you think they're doing?
They're talking.
Yeah, so each country will send a representative, and they get to go up and talk. And what do they talk about? What do you think they talk about?
What they want.
Nintendo?
What they want for their country.
What they want for their countries? Maybe do you think they're talking about this coronavirus thing and how they're all going to respond to it?
Or like situations that's happening.
Yeah. Maybe two countries are fighting with each other. Do you think maybe they would use this as a chance to work out their differences?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in mind. That's what the United Nations is. Then, NATO. Let's get a good definition. How about what is NATO? From the NATO website. Let's see, what is NATO? Here's all the, what are these?
Countries.
All the members, right?
Yeah.
Not really giving me a definition here. Oh, here we go. Can you read this, somebody?
I'll read it. NATO promotes democratic values and enable members to consult and cooperate on defense and security related issues to solve problems, build trust, and in the long run, prevent conflict.
Oh, so they work for peace and security?
Yeah.
So what's the question? I want to know. How are they similar?
They both want security in some way.
Okay, so they want to help?
Yeah.
They want to make people better?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so which one of those, A, B, C, or D, kind of means that? Where countries are cooperating?
C.
No? Let's go through them. Did you read anything in either one of those definitions where they're talking about business and companies and money? Was there anything, here, let's look at it again. Is there anything in here that's about money?
No.
Do you see the word money or corporation or business?
No.
No. So can it be international trade or exchange values for currencies?
No.
No. So we're left with B and D. Remember, both these organizations, they're promoting themselves as like happy and helping and peace. So B says they coordinate international military actions. D, they provide humanitarian aid for disaster victims. What do you girls think?
Well, I know that, I know NATO provides aid for disaster victims, but I don't know about United Nations.
Yeah, they both do.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
So much.
Any other ones?
Maddie?
Or do you feel like you're good?
Abby, are we good?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Mellum.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
And if you guys are good to go, then you're free to go.
All
right. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's up, guys? You're still here.
Oh, I'm just still here because I didn't quite get 8 and 9.
All right.
Yeah.
Which ones are the last two?
Yes.
Okay. So what does the Red Cross do?
They basically here they they protect lives of dignities of victims of war and international violence.
Have you ever heard of the Red Cross, Robbie?
I believe so.
What do? They go around shooting people?
No.
What do they do?
They try peace, peaceful things like that.
They do peaceful things.
Yes.
Let's look them up. You guys see?
Blood donations.
Blood donations, medical stuff. Look right here.
Yes.
Provides emergency assistance, disaster relief, disaster preparation. A lot of times you'll see they'll go into war zones and they just help people. They stay out of politics altogether. Their job is they go into war zones and they help the citizens that are caught in the crossfire. That's what they do. Okay? So they stay out of politics. So we can eliminate a few answers. What answers on here would be really political?
Trying military leaders.
Okay, yeah, they don't do that. The United Nations does that.
Or holding peace talks?
Yeah, they don't do that. The governments of the countries do that.
Yeah.
What about creating a defense alliance, a military alliance?
Yeah, that would.
The Red Cross creates military alliances?
No.
What does the Red Cross do?
They help people.
Yeah. Are they going to create a military alliance? Are they going to put a bazooka on top of this on top of this truck?
I mean, unless it's absolutely necessary.
No, they're not at all. They don't do that. Do you know what a prisoner of war camp is?
No.
Let's look at a POW camp. You never heard of a POW before?
Nope.
What do you think this is? Who are these guys?
People that have been in fighting in the war, and
So
they haven't been able to like see their families or whatever
Okay.
like that.
These are, I think this is from the Korean War. Okay. These are enemy soldiers that have been captured by the United States. That's what this picture is. When we capture enemy soldiers, why do we put them in a prison camp? Why don't we just let them go?
Because if we let them go, they might help the side that we're fighting even more.
They might go back to fighting. So we hold on to them until what?
Until the war's over.
The war's over. While we hold on to them, are we allowed to mistreat them?
No.
Can we beat them? Can we use them as slaves?
No.
No. So you tell me, why would the Red Cross ask the US government, hey, let us come into your POW camp. We need to see what's going on.
Like, just to make sure everyone's like of good health and take care of them.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the Red Cross, they want to make sure people are fed, they're getting medicine. So the answer would be C. And the reason you would give that is because, or the reason it would be the answer, part of the Red Cross's mission, it says right here, protect the lives and dignity of victims of war. They want to go to the prisoner of war camp to make sure that prisoners are being treated well.
Yes.
All right?
Okay. And there's only 9, so let's see. Which of these statements describe how the North Atlantic Treaty Organizations, NATO, and the United States are
I think you should be
similar?
able to figure that one out.
Yeah.
All right.
It's D.
Yep.
Hi, Mr. Mellum.
What's up, guys? Did you need help?
Yeah.
We mainly wanted to ask you, like, if we're right or.
Okay.
Like, could I share my screen, like, on Word?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll share mine too. You guys just want to check your answers? Yeah,
Yes, we do.
Here, just look at my screen, guys, and then so this one we did together. The answer was D. What did you guys get for this one?
And then
Number 2, we got B.
Got what?
We got B, because
B.
rulers get the right to rule from citizens.
Good.
And
How about number 3?
dictatorship.
Number 3 was
We got-
D.
we got
because
D.
a unitary form of government involves a national government in control over the local governments.
Good. Number 4, absolute monarchies are similar to dictatorships.
Because the only way to inspire change is to start a revolution.
Good. Number 5, primary feature of a dictatorship is that?
D, because the government makes decisions by themselves.
Good. This one, which one of these is most like what we have here?
A republic, because it is
All you
a
have to do is
representative.
sing the Pledge of Allegiance, right?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the republic.
Yeah, it
for
says
which
it right
it
in the book.
stands.
I'm back.
So this one, I didn't realize it was so small. United Nations calls for military aid for South Korea. The actions described in the article most likely following goals of the United Nations.
7. This is 7, right?
We said
This is
A
number
because
7.
they're trying to.
Yes.
We said A because they're trying to stop the war.
Yeah, suppress acts of aggression. So A.
Okay, then
this
8
one.
was also A, right? 8 was also A, right?
Nope.
What? 8 wasn't
Oh.
A?
A was C. Or I'm sorry, 8 was C. Or is C.
I was
Nope.
feeling y'all.
I'll explain why.
It was C.
Guys, the Red Cross, do you know what the Red Cross is?
A little bit.
So the Red Cross is a humanitarian organization. They are not affiliated with any government whatsoever. Okay? So look at their symbol here. What does it look like?
Medicines, like
Medicine.
a medicine type thing.
They go into war zones and they help civilians that are caught in the crossfire. That's what they do. They go into war zones to make sure people have food and that diseases don't spread. And they treat people on both sides. They are non-political.
Oh,
They are completely non-political. So
so it
holding
was the.
holding a peace talk, wouldn't that be the government's doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Would the Red Cross create a defense alliance, a military alliance?
No.
No.
Can the
Wait,
Red
so it
Cross
is
try
C?
people for war crimes?
No.
No.
So do you know what a prisoner of war camp is?
Yes, it's where
It's like some guy who's captured.
Look at this.
well,
This
a
is from the
POW.
Korean, if you guys will look here. This is a POW camp during the Korean War. So these were enemy combatants that were captured by the US. But just because they're enemy soldiers, does that give us the right to torture them, starve them, use them as slave labor?
Oh, they're just trying to check on you to see if you're using them as slaves.
So why would the Red Cross ask the US government, hey, you need to let us into this camp so we can check it?
So you're not torturing them or doing anything like that.
Or to make sure that the living conditions are okay? So that's part of that's what the Red Cross does. Most countries have signed a treaty agreeing that if they capture enemy soldiers, that they won't mistreat them. Part of the Red Cross's mission, if you read right here, is to protect the lives and dignity of victims of war and international violence or internal violence, and to provide them with assistance. So it fits that C. And then what did you guys put for this last one?
We got D because
Good. Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll submit this bad boy.
You're muted.
All right, guys. If you have other questions, you're welcome to hang back. Otherwise, you're free to go.